Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly reading for January 12th to 19th. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Welcome back to my viewers. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times and then I will split the deck. And while I split that, just have an intention or thought or something in your mind that you're looking for clarity on or that you'd like some insight on. Call the divine with love and light and ask that your spirit guides come and surround you with their love and light and see what the cards have to say this week. Okay. Ooh, that 5 of Pentacles there, huh? So am I feeling lack? Don't feel lack. You got the Sun card in your situation. Got a lot of options. Action. 10 of Cups, outcome, the Page of Wands, oh, and the Chariot card. Did we get this? We got the Chariot. Or I did a reading where someone got the Chariot. Anyways, it's a success card. It's a great card. So that's your Illuminator card. So in your past position, you have the 4 of Cups. We've seen the 4 of Cups before. This basically is a card that can be a little bit confusing. And then you have the 7 of Cups here in your future position. So you may have recently gone through something where there was different options. You weren't really sure what to choose. But it does indicate that you were able to make that choice. It does indicate that you were able to decide. Somebody's maybe helped you, maybe somebody's guided you, maybe you have a mentor that has helped coach you and bring you to the right decision. But definitely the 4 of Cups is an energy of just kind of sitting back and waiting for the right thing to present itself. And sometimes we are unsure, and then we realize that, okay, we can take that and take a chance on that and see what comes to fruition. In your present position, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a great card in your present position. It just shows there's manifestation, reward for effort. Something has come to fruition or fulfillment in the material level. So whether that just be that you feel in control of your finances or you feel in control of your career path, anything along those lines, congratulations. And you may be getting some sort of raise, promotion, or reward again for your effort. Maybe a big payout, maybe a big sale, maybe finally somebody will discover you and what you're, gifting and presenting into this world and serving this world with. So just that's a nice energy to stay with at present. In your future position, you have the 7 of Cups. So this is a card that signifies illusion or confusion and sometimes not knowing if there's too many options or you're unsure. And it kind of goes with this 4 of Cups. And, in esoteric world, we say time is cyclical. So it's just a cycle repeating itself. So the past position, you have this 4 of Cups, which is like unsure of if you should accept an offer, or unsure if you should accept something. And then your future position, you have these options or these different cups that are being presented to you, and just you're unsure of what to do or what to think or how to feel. So if that's resonating with you, maybe you're kind of in a limbo phase or just a little bit of a confusion. But don't hesitate too much, because in your mind position you have the King of Swords, and I think what that card really represents and signifies is that there's clarity and straightforwardness and really just the ability. Swords are our air signs, so there's like shifting and moving, like the winds of change, if you will. So in your mind, as much as there may be some confusion in the emotional house, which is the cups representing the emotional connection with others, in your mind there's clarity and direction of where you want to go and what you want to achieve. Again, the king is the executor, so the Queen of Swords would have outlined the plan, got everything precise, figured everything out, and the King of Swords is executing it. So maybe it's just slashing emotions that confuse you, or slashing relationships or connections that confuse you and don't serve you. And maybe that's what it is. It's just kind of an indication here of, if you do run into this confusion or illusion, just get clear on what it is you're really wanting and embodying that King of Swords energy. Remember, kings, they have come to full maturity. They're there. It's the only king you have. So I would say at this point, for you to get on the right path to get in charge, get on top of things, is that you get really clear and direct as to what it is that you are wanting or thinking, and even with your own thoughts. So maybe just being selective of what you allow yourself to think about, or being selective about what conversations you allow yourself to have. So that's in your mind position. So I think there's a lot that can be said about like how you are thinking about things, or how your mind is kind of spinning or not spinning, but your mind is cooperating with you right now. Again, you got that Chariot in your underlying position here. So that card is really like the illuminator of the reading. So whatever it is, you are moving forward with a successful feeling. You are moving towards a feeling of success, in the sense that you're just continuing to ride forward. So in your body position here, you have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles essentially represents a feeling of lack, a feeling of being left out in the cold. So maybe you were shut out of a situation, or maybe you were made to feel that you weren't worthy to be included in something. So that's in your body position, and what that signifies and represents to me is that there's physically, how this is physically representing or presenting itself in your life. So whether it be, maybe, I don't know why this is coming through, but maybe you didn't get an invitation to a party, or you didn't get included in something and you feel really left out in the cold. It could also feel that physically bills are starting to come in for the holidays. Maybe you overextended yourself. Again, that Five of Pentacles is right in the middle of the journey, and it's getting over those fives that allow you to get past that hump towards like the summit, which is the nines and the tens in the tarot, right? So I think in the material realm, you should definitely kind of evaluate how you're showing up and presenting in this world with that lack mentality or poverty consciousness, and try and work through that, because in your soul position you have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is very much it's a creation energy, of course, because the wands are, and it's maybe tearing down an old plan or an old goal, or just saying, even if, we did have just the New Year's, and maybe you had a resolution and it didn't work out. Like, you're just like, this is not working. Your soul is that higher sense of you, and it's more mutable than who you are, I think, sometimes as a person, because it's almost like the soul gets it on a different level than maybe we do, because we have to be in this 3D and pay bills and have relationships and do all this kind of mundane, not mundane, but mundane stuff, whereas your soul is kind of like, you know what, so what, you missed the gym, or so what, you didn't have your smoothie, or you didn't, again, that toxic thinking, you didn't avoid that panic attack, or you didn't do that. Maybe you can reevaluate your goals and your resolutions and reset some. So that's a really nice energy to have in your soul position, because it's almost giving you permission to say, if you started down a path now and it's not working, don't be afraid to kind of get off the sidelines and reconfigure and reevaluate and readjust. And maybe that's what this two in your soul card is to signify here, is that it's just realignment. So maybe just reevaluating and realigning, because so that's kind of how your mind, your body, your soul is working there. So your mind is telling you it's okay, like, this is going to be okay, I'm going to get on track, I'm going to figure this out. And your soul is allowing you some wiggle room or some margin to say, okay, that didn't quite work out, or it's not panning out. It's like almost like a refining, but it is planning. And really, I think when we do look at New Year's resolutions, and I think I'm just going into that because it's again, the energy there, and with, that feeling of maybe just, again, the bills coming in, or just feeling like if you overspent or something. But allow yourself um, some time to kind of work out the kinks of it. So don't be so strict on yourself. And again, this Chariot card, what a beautiful energy to have as a support card for this entire reading. And just continuing to say to you, move forward. Move forward. If you didn't go to the gym today, don't worry about it. Forgive yourself. Allow that, and tomorrow you can get right back in there and you can do that. And whatever it was, whether it was you were going to read a book, you're going to read a chapter of a book every day, and you missed that. Well, you know what? Don't throw the baby out the bathwater. Keep going into that direction that you see yourself as that successful person. And that's really what the Chariot reminds us to do. And look, at under her, we had that Eight of Wands, which is just, come on, it's momentum, let's be honest. It's dashing forward. Wands, like, we are doing this. There's no stopping. Everything's pointing in that direction of going ahead and going forward. So, yeah, I just, again, I feel a lot of like, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. And maybe that's where this Five of Pentacles is coming from. It's just like, do not get discouraged by that mundane, or do not get discouraged by the one letdown. See through that illusion. See the forest through the trees. And maybe that's what it is too. It's like, don't over inflame something. That Seven of Cups up here that we got in your future position. So it's like, don't let it get too distorted. Stay focused. Yeah, that King of Swords, like, stay focused on it. Stay focused on it. That Two of Wands. Keep propelling forward towards it. Keep working towards it. Keep laying the foundation, brick by brick by brick by brick. So a lot of that energy. And it's very good at the bottom here. And again, you have your Knight of Wands in the outcome position, and that is a very great energy for, again, synchronicities and creativity and lining up with things, lining up with opportunities and going towards these opportunities, creating new opportunities and being at the ready for an opportunity. So it's like you have worked on yourself, and there's a lot of that energy right now where it's like you have done the inner work, so you're ready to show up in this world, or you're ready to show up when a situation presents itself to you, where you can say, okay, I am whole and I am complete, and I can resonate with this. So that's what I'm getting from the outcome. That's a great energy. Your situation is the Sun card. So there is a lot of hope here. There's a lot of beautiful rays of sunshine here. There's a lot of new life, a lot of new vitality. You didn't get any sort of like the Ten of Swords or the Death card or anything like that. That's showing some sort of ending, but just to know that everything is a new beginning. The sun rises every morning. Every morning is a new opportunity. So in your situation, very hopeful, remaining very hopeful, remaining very optimistic, remaining very knowing that there's so much creative energy, and there really is, that is alive and well, and that you can tap into. Again, that connecting with that light, that inner light that you possess in you, the light that we get from the sun that feels so good, that makes us feel alive. I know earthing, if you're in a place where you can kind of earth into the ground, so bare feet walking on earth, that's a really big thing right now, because what earthing does, it gives you that life force energy from our sentient, beautiful Mother Earth planet that's like a throbbing, sentient, like, creation. It is. It's like a living, breathing thing in a lot of ways. I mean, not in the same level that like we have this, mind that we work with, but it's in a way where it's very sentient. And I think we can feel that when we get into the earth, we can integrate with it. And that's a beautiful energy. So if you are able to integrate into the earth through some sort of nature practice or earthing practice, or just even being in the sun and feeling the sun rays, coming and penetrating into you, that is a great thing to do right now. So the action, Ten of Cups, that is harmony, that is fruition. So it's your situation, your action. So maybe if you are in a marriage or a partnership where you are getting fulfillment and that feeling, really enjoy that, really be in that. So when you get discouraged or you feel that lack or that feeling, Go into that energy of harmony, go into that energy of fulfillment, go into that energy of like emotional connection, and it's getting somewhere, like you've gotten somewhere. Again, with the 10, it's like you've reached that end of the chapter, and you've kind of learned those lessons of the 4s and the 5s and the 6s and the 7s, the nitty gritty along the way to get to this. And this is definitely a union where you're working with the energies of people in your family, whether it be a marriage or a bigger extended family, but really it's a harmonious card. So that's your action. So maybe it is getting together with family, or um, kind of just bonding with family, and your kids, and really kind of connecting in on that emotional level. And then in the outcome, again, yeah, we have the Knight of Wands, and he is just moving towards something new, something creative, something really fulfilling, really desirable, and he's adventurous. He's ready for it, he's going for it. So it's really a great energy to get in your outcome card. I don't even feel like I need to do a clarifier, because the supporting card of the reading, the Chariot card, is really just telling you whatever bumps and bruises along the way that you're getting, you can keep on riding. If you get a flat tire on that Chariot, you go and you fix it and you just keep going. This is a major arcana, the Chariot card. So it's not, in the piddly little day to day. This is like a massive architecture of your soul blueprint here. So it's really supporting you and saying to you, don't get distracted by the little things. Stay focused in what it is. And I'll do a little recap for the reading, because again, we start off in your present position with this reward for effort, Ace of Pentacles. So there's really that nice energy of saying, just keep celebrating your successes, keep understanding your victories. And when you do become confused, just know that you have to get clear on what it is you really want. And you may not feel like you've had options before, or you do feel like you have too many options and maybe you don't know which one is the right one. But just understand that you can take a step back and reevaluate things if you feel that things aren't working out or aren't going your way, because you are supported by this beautiful life force energy, and you are capable of fulfillment and fruition, and you can achieve that. It's in your action. You should seek that out. You should focus on getting there and keep moving towards that. Keep creating your dreams and your reality, and keep bringing those to life, setting goals, setting reminders, setting affirmations, setting support to yourself, that it's like you are just going to keep on going towards your destiny and shaping your destiny through what you truly brings you peace and happiness, and a lot of excitement. So it's a great reading for this week. I think it's got a lot of maybe coming out of the maybe a little doom and gloom, but the energy at the end here with the Sun, the 10 of Cups, and that Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Chariot up there in your support. It's just showing you that, work through those little mundane things and those feelings. Get clear on what it is and work through those, and choose. Just choose which way you're going to move forward. So anyways, thanks for letting me do this reading for you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week for your weekly.